Imagine this. Your exam is just a few days away, your notes are incomplete, you don't even know where to start, and time is running out. Sounds familiar, right? Now picture having a personal tutor by your side 24/7. One who answers every question instantly, summarizes entire textbooks in minutes, and even creates mock exams for you to practice. That tutor exists, and it's called ChatGPT. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use ChatGPT step by step to prepare for any exam faster, smarter, and with less stress. And here's my promise. If you watch this video until the end, you won't just learn how to study better, you'll learn secrets that most students still have no idea about. We've all been there. Messy notes, teachers who talk too fast, endless chapters to read, and that horrible anxiety of not knowing if you'll actually be ready when the big day comes. Most students believe that studying means reading and highlighting, but the truth is, that doesn't guarantee you'll remember the information when you need it most. The real challenge isn't studying, it's studying intelligently. And that's where ChatGPT comes in, because when you use it the right way, it's not just a tool. It's a personalized learning engine that adapts to your pace, your style, and your goals. Before diving into the techniques, there's one thing you need to understand. ChatGPT isn't just for asking random questions. It's for having a conversation with your study material. If you learn to give it precise instructions, you can turn boring notes into interactive guides, quizzes, and simple explanations that actually stick. But here's the key. How you ask matters. A weak prompt gets you a weak answer. A strong prompt turns ChatGPT into your personal professor. The first step in preparing for any exam is organizing information. But reading pages and pages of content takes forever. Here's where ChatGPT shines. If you have a long document or messy notes, you can copy a section and say, summarize this text into key bullet points using simple language as if you were explaining it to a high school student. In seconds, you'll have a clear, structured summary that's easy to review. You can even ask it to turn your notes into mind maps, comparison tables, or step-by-step lists. That way you can study in the format that your brain absorbs best. Next, one of the most powerful methods, turning ChatGPT into your practice teacher. Let's say you're studying history and need to review the French Revolution. Just type, give me 10 multiple choice questions about the French Revolution, with 4 options each, and correct my answers at the end. Boom, instant mock exam. And you can make it as hard or easy as you want. You can even feed it your own notes and say, create an exam based only on this text. That way, you're practicing exactly what will show up on your test. Now, let's talk about something even more useful, understanding difficult concepts. We've all read those definitions that make zero sense. Here's the fix. Type, explain photosynthesis like I'm 10 years old, and then explain it again as if I'm preparing for a university exam. What you get are 2 explanations, one simple and one technical, so you actually understand before memorizing. And if you want to make it even easier to remember, ask for analogies. For example, explain Newton's laws using real-life examples or funny metaphors. You'll be surprised how much easier it is to recall information when your brain has something visual or emotional to attach it to. Now let's solve a big problem: time management. Most students fail not because they don't study, but because they don't organize their time. ChatGPT can fix that too. Just say, I have a biology exam in 7 days and can study 2 hours a day. Make me a detailed study plan, dividing the topics by day. And it will build a complete schedule for you. What to study each day, when to review, and when to rest. If you miss a day, you can simply say, update the plan with 6 days left. This gives you structure and peace of mind because you always know what to do next. Now let's move into something that supercharges memory, active recall. The secret isn't reading more, it's recalling what you already read. Here's how ChatGPT helps. Type, create flashcards with questions and answers based on this text. And just like that, you can study actively instead of passively. You can even have a conversation like this. Ask me questions one by one and tell me if I'm right or wrong. You'll be training your memory the way top students and memory athletes do. But we're not stopping there. Let's move into the advanced tricks, the ones barely anyone uses. First, you can ask for specific exam styles. For example, Ask me 5 physics questions like a strict college professor would. Or you can compare topics. Create a table comparing capitalism and socialism with advantages and disadvantages. You can even use ChatGPT as a motivational coach. Try this. Write me a 2-minute motivational speech to listen to before my exam, like you're my personal trainer. When you combine study strategy with mental motivation, your confidence goes through the roof. Now, let's talk about what not to do, because if you use ChatGPT the wrong way, it can actually make studying worse. Mistake number 1, copying and pasting without thinking. If you don't engage your brain, you won't remember anything. Mistake number 2, asking vague questions. Always give context. The more specific your prompt, the better the answer. Mistake number 3, relying on ChatGPT 100%. It's a tool, not a substitute for your effort. Use it to guide you, not to do everything for you. So, now you know, ChatGPT can become your ultimate study partner. It can summarize your notes, create quizzes, explain hard topics in simple terms, build your study schedule, help you memorize faster, and even motivate you when you're stressed. The next time you feel lost with your exam material, don't face it alone. Use this tool to make learning easier, faster, and more enjoyable. And now I want to ask you something. Which subject would you use ChatGPT for first? Tell me in the comments, because I might create a full tutorial just for that topic in the next video. Remember, studying smart beats studying hard, and with ChatGPT, you can finally do both.